Are you using Anchor still or
Uh, Dang, I wish this went louder. What is it?
using Anchor still or just recording through Zoom?
I'll try my headphones or something. This is not. Yeah. All right. I think this should work. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Nice. It just wasn't that loud on my phone.
Oh, you sound
All right.
pretty good through my speakers.
Nice. All right. Yeah. Seems to be, I didn't even know if it would work because I only got like 2 bars, but
Where you at
apparently.
right now?
I'm up in Mount Hood in Oregon.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Just for like
You-
probably just like for another week, but might try and work up here. And then I'd probably head up for
Are you
till
working right now?
July or so. No, just plotting, scheming, skiing. That's about it.
That's all you can do.
Yeah,
Uh yeah. As of Thursday, I'm unemployed.
nice,
I got
nice.
fired.
Really? Oh,
Yeah.
so
For like a
unbelievable.
con for like a confrontation with another employee.
Well,
But this is the
it
timeline.
happens.
We're gonna bounce back. It happens.
Yeah,
This is the timeline. We're gonna bounce back. It's no big deal.
I,
But
how are you gonna make it through the end times if you're afraid to get a little confrontational? That's what I say.
exactly. Well, I think he was mad I wasn't saying please and thank you as I was directing him
Uh,
along. Yeah, so he started throwing started throwing metal at me. Like these little pieces of metal. He threw like three of them at me, and I saw two like fly past me, and I turn around. He's getting ready to throw another one, so I run around the corner. But then we did the whole we almost kissed thing, that guys do before they fight.
Yeah,
You guys are about to kiss,
got up in his
and
face, started choking him a little bit.
yeah, we bumped chests a little bit, and then I worked the rest of the day, and then they waited. They had the temp agency call me and tell me, uh-uh. They said no, you
Mm-mm.
can't do that.
But you didn't actually fight him. You just, you know, threw a little bit of
Yeah,
metal,
yeah, had a
sized
little
him
bit
up
of
a
a
little bit.
had a little bit of a
Was it?
scuffle.
It was serious metal throwing though.
Oh yeah, they like yeah, they whizzed, but they would have gave me a concussion.
Yeah, y'all both get
Like they would
fired or
like. I hope he got fired. If he didn't, I'd be pretty upset.
yeah. Dang.
But
You probably come work
you
up
know,
here.
I
Probably got to
wish
live
I
in
just
your
got.
car, but
I just, I wish I was nomadic still. Not still.
yeah.
I never was, but I wish I would have taken that path. I just signed another lease.
Uh,
Yeah.
dang.
Me and the old
Yeah.
ball and chain are moving in together.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
No, it's
need to
actually a good
like,
thing.
yeah, for sure.
I think I think though you need to get more serious with these creative endeavors,
Yeah.
you know. But
It is time. I've been like procrastinating a little bit, but sometimes I feel
mm,
like with Atlantis 2 and everything, but sometimes I've realized not procrastinating, it's just the time's not right. now I feel like the time is right. We got to start moving. The solar cycle is about to get in full peak, and we got to be shaping things while the world is malleable right now, you know? Well, the
Hmm.
chaos before the chaos really gets into full effect over the next couple years. But yeah.
Exactly. That's 100% true. But what are the solar cycles?
Okay. I really should have written more stuff down about this. Um, I'm just gonna go off memory here and I can pull up the documents. So they have this thing called like the solar chart I was looking at is called it's based on it's called the Wolf number. I don't know what it stands for, but it's basically the amount of sunspots and like flares that come off the sun and how much that
Oh
happens.
yeah.
So there it goes through cycles of like every 12 years there will be a lot of flares and then like the other half is like really low amount of flares. We're getting or about every 12 years. So between the end of 2024 and 2026, and you won't really know when the solar maximum was until after it's happened, but we're going to get the solar maximum. The max amount of
Mm.
flares coming off will be happening. Like, remember the whole aurora or whatever that was called with the lights?
Oh, the aurora borealis.
Yeah, that was because we're entering this cycle where all the energy and flares coming off the sun.
Hmm.
And we won't really know when the top is going to be, but during the next 2 years, it's really going to be firing up. The interesting thing is it seems to be correlated. People are going to go, this some astronomy type stuff here. It's a real thing. You can look at the chart. All,
Mm.
just about all major wars, revolutions happen at the peak of a solar cycle. Also, just about all the tops in the stock market come at the peak of the solar cycle. I don't
Mm.
know how, but it's because just that, you go, what's the connection? How's it affecting people's brains or whatever? But the solar cycle affects like so many different things, like the weather, when it's real scientific. Won't get into it, but
Mm.
the
Mm.
beams, they're coming down off the sun, right? They're getting in the water molecules or something in the air, ionizing them, whatever that means, and it's making more extreme weather over the next couple of years too. So
Mm.
it affects all these different things and it makes usually makes some pretty extreme stuff happen in these times.
You know,
Anyway,
I've always had that thought. You know, it's like in the summertime, people just go buck wild.
yeah,
You know what I mean? Because they're all
true.
outside. But I feel like it has something to do with the heat and what you're saying really I think that also has something to do with it.
I feel
I
like these
saw
next couple summers are going to be wild. Like,
I went to go pick up these black and milds. That's what I meant by go to the store.
yeah,
When I
I got,
texted
you
you,
know
but I
what?
had to
I could crack a window, light one up.
yeah, just got some upstairs neighbors. I don't know how chill they are, but we're gonna
Mm,
get through half of this. I know that.
nice.
But yeah,
Sometimes you got to do it.
I saw a homeless lady. She was sitting on this bridge. She usually hangs out by this other bridge into into the I guess the original part of the city, the first part that was built.
Mhm.
I saw her hanging out, wrapped up in a blanket. And then not even 2 blocks down, I saw this other guy just tripping on fentanyl. But
Unbelievable.
and
They're actually
he was
very believable, but
he, he was staring at me. We had a little stare off, but I knew he would have clawed my face off. I had no chance. I wasn't gonna step out of my car on this one. But it fucking and then I saw I assume he was a veteran. He was a vet. I assume it was like an elder. He was an elderly man, and he had like half a face.
Oof.
So, but I think it's like it's the summertime. What do what are you gonna
What are you
do?
gonna do?
Everyone's all the homeless people are out of jail for their larceny crimes.
You just say please and thank you, and you hope no one throws a piece of metal at you. I'm
That's
just
some
imagining that scene in Pulp Fiction, where they're like cleaning up the dead body, and he's like,
mhm.
"Oh, please would be nice." Like we're trying to clean up this guy's head right now.
Yeah, John Travolta's really not taking the whole thing well. That was a weird self-import or self-input by Quentin Tarantino, his character in that movie.
I forgot it.
And so he's the guy whose house they go to clean up the dead body.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And they're talking about the coffee, and he's like, I know it's good shit. I fucking buy it. And he calls it
Okay, I remember that.
and dude, he calls his wife like I think the hard R in that movie, just
Was she
referring
black?
like in passing, he's talking about how his wife's like a nurse,
Yeah.
and he just says like my yeah, my wife buys it from the fucking store.
I'm Quentin Tarantino makes good movies. I also feel like sometimes he just makes movies just to
Just to
say
be
the
weird,
N word and look at feet. Yeah.
and just to be a creep. I get that. Have you ever seen him? Have you ever
Yeah.
like seen him? He looks like a ghoul from Fallout.
Not, not, not
Oh, you're cutting out
we
a little
probably all
bit.
do. I'm probably involved in some things. Oh, you gotta get the phone up higher, maybe. You see. Good.
Yeah,
All right.
he's glitched out there a little
Yeah.
bit.
Um, anyway, solar cycle.
But yeah.
Um, yeah.
One thing though about Quentin Tarantino,
Oh yeah.
we'll get he has a movie where it's like a zombie movie and they're in Mexico and one of the
Hmm.
strippers like pours tequila down her feet into his mouth. And that's like a scene in the movie.
Was it a movie he made or like he was
Yeah,
just
he
in it and
directed
he
it.
was like, okay,
He wrote it and he
I'll
put that
write a
in there.
movie, but I'm gonna need somebody to pour tequila off their
Yeah.
feet.
At least it's not Dan Schneider. At least it was like
Oh
an
yeah.
above age woman.
I never looked into that really, but it's pretty weird stuff.
Yeah. But solar flares.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So actually let me just pull up the chart. This is pretty interesting. Shouldn't I don't think it'll mess with the see. Oh, it's on DuckDuckGo. Uh dang, I got too many tabs open. A second. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Look up solar activity and human history if anybody wants to read this. Well, I'll just go to the chart. The link is also posted on the Atlantis 2 Reddit. Wait, we still on?
Yeah, we're still
Yeah.
on.
Okay. All right. Does the sun influence historical events? And this is from like 19 or 1750 all the way to 2000. They have this out. So you can't see like the exact date of the peak because it's such a little chart. But
Hmm.
basically, you got like three peaks, nothing happens. 1776, there's a peak, American Revolution. Um, Uh, French Revolution, also in a peak of a solar flare. Napoleon, peak of or not a solar flare, but peak of a solar cycle. Um,
Hmm.
Vienna Congress. Honestly, don't know what some of these are, but Springtide of Nations, Italian Risorgimento, French Prussian War, Revolution in Russia, Great October Revolution, Communism in Europe, Cuban Revolution, Czechoslovakia 68, Polish December 70, um, Solidarity and Communism are all at in Russia is all at the top of a solar cycle.
Dang, that's
And then there's like,
lot of correlations.
yeah, I mean, there's some that I guess don't really line up, but they kind of do just because there's such long wars that you're gonna have like parts of wars that are still gonna be in low parts of the solar cycle. But
That's crazy.
yeah. Also, I don't have the chart that lines it up with the market, but
And this
it
is all
looks like
like
it.
this is all like in retrospect, or were they have they like been following this?
I think it's
Like,
more in retrospect. I'm sure
because you
people have picked up on it after the first few years or whatever, but
like
yeah.
how long how long have they been making the chart? Like when did the chart come out? Or like I guess not how long when they made the chart is how long
Well,
have
when
they
did they
been
start
tracking solar
tracking?
flares?
Since like
Yeah.
1750.
Oh dang.
So I don't really know. Or maybe they're looking back and seeing that's when it happened. Somehow they're keeping track of them since 1750, which I guess all you need is a telescope, really. And you can like
Right.
kind of, I honestly don't know how they would be tracking it, but
I don't know either.
yeah.
Well, first you need just like just a telescope, like be able to take pictures, I guess. But damn. Were any of the Diddy parties on solar flares?
I would expect so. Probably.
The biggest ones.
Wait, let's see when the last peak was. The
The
last
last Taylor
peak was
Swift.
like 90. The last peak was in like the nine. Trying to see, that would have been 75, 12. The last peak was like early 90s.
Okay.
Yeah. Diddy was
Hmm.
probably having parties back then. I'm
Yeah,
sure
there's
because
that
there's like
one. The first one,
group.
like a couple people died.
Really?
Well, yeah, because they had it. It was like the first one was in a gym in like New York, and it was free for the public. Like you could buy tickets or you can win them on the radio. But they like oversold way too many, and then they didn't have like real security guards. So like people got like there's like 100 people stacked up at the door, and the door was locked, and it was in like a
Uh,
tunnel. Yeah, but
Come to the tunnel
that's
with
probably
Diddy and maybe get sacrificed.
no. Diddy was on the other side of the door, dude. It was all just like regular people trying to
Uh,
get to Diddy.
yeah. That's actually kind of, I don't know. It's like
I'm not
that
really
people
his
actually,
guardian, but for the next 48 hours, he with me. We gonna go buck
yeah,
wild. We gonna go buck wild.
we gonna go full buck full crazy. You ever
Yeah, as I
seen
said,
you ever seen 48 hours? Yeah.
we gonna get full crazy.
You ever or wait, did you listen to I tried to put it's not like it doesn't I don't know how well it matches up with the music, but I put together an intro for that episode where I got all
Mhm.
the like the clips together. Have you heard the one where he's like, I just adopted a white child?
I think
He's
so. It
like,
was yeah,
break.
that was actually edited
He's like
really
on
good.
Inst. Oh, thanks. I didn't know anybody listened to it, but uh,
No, dude, it was
yeah, 'cause
amazing.
he's thanks. If you actually watch the video though, he's like on Instagram Live, and he's like, "It's official. Did he just adopted a white child?" Like that's just a weird way to say something like that.
I just adopted a white child.
Yeah, I don't
The
know.
way
And
the
now
way the
now there's just like more and more stuff coming out too. You see him beat that lady up in the hallway now.
yeah, he was like I saw that on
There's video from
CNN
like the
this
hotel
weekend.
hallway. Yeah, yeah. I don't know. I feel
Lord.
like they just kind of weird. Like there's so many people involved in it. Every once in a while, they
Hmm.
just pick somebody and just throw them out there and like, yeah, here's one of them for you guys. We got him. It's just Diddy. Trust us.
It's like
Case
it's like their
case closed.
scapegoat.
Yeah, basically. That's what because that's kind of what Epstein was. It's like uh, it's like all that stuff didn't stop after after they killed him. After they expelled, but I don't know.
Dang, you really glitched out
Uh,
right there. What'd you
what
say?
else? How long ago?
You said a thing about Epstein.
Oh yeah, all that stuff didn't stop after Epstein. Is what I'm saying. Like
Oh
after
yeah.
they like, there's still gonna be shady stuff going on in music or politics, sports. What
Yeah, it
all the
also
powerful
started way
people.
before him too.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
I think it's just like if everyone's looking over there, like no one's gonna worry about the other shit.
Yeah,
Or it's like, yeah, they're
is
all gonna
is it?
point a finger at one person.
Yeah, I feel like Diddy wasn't really running it. He was just like being used to run it, basically.
Hmm.
There's people who like operated him, but
Yeah. You don't think
yeah,
he was the man behind the strings or the
probably
man behind the
not.
curtain?
I mean, if they're like, I don't know if we see the people behind the curtain like
Right.
ever really. I guess there's I forgot the names of all these people. Next time I'm gonna have more notes, but
I mean,
uh,
you look on like any company that you've heard of ever, and who owns the most stocks. That's like the only view we get, and it's
Larry
like
Fink
whoever
and
those people are,
yeah,
like like fucking Vanguard and BlackRock.
yeah. Honestly,
The
yeah.
people like companies that
It's like
they bailed out America. They have more money than America does.
the other thing is like once you control that much, you basically can just run the market, you know?
Hmm.
Like you can decide, okay, we're gonna keep prices of houses here, so and then make everybody poor and then buy them
Right.
all up when we decide to crash this and nobody else can. That's the other thing I kind of see happening. And it's like,
I feel like I feel like a lot of people just want to be like not realtors, but homeowners that like multifamily home.
yeah,
And so it's like, how many multifamily homes can you build and own is the main thing people are shooting for now.
mm,
That's like that's just like a one track mind kind of thing is buy a house. Not like a one track mind, just like a really straightforward goal that like a lot of people are trying to do.
yeah. Or to own them or to like rent them out.
Both to like live in it
Yeah.
and rent the bot like a duplex.
Yeah. Hmm.
And like if you like look at any rental, at least here where I'm at is it's all multifamily homes or like an apartment.
Hmm.
Just like a single family
Yeah.
home with like a garage is like fucking $2,000 a month. And it's not rent to
Yeah.
own either. It's like you're just paying that every month.
Yeah. I feel like they're really just gonna push everybody to the point that they'll willingly accept all of this control because it's easy and they can't afford anything, you know?
Yeah, that's why a lot of people go to like trying to be like a landlord or something, or like even trying to start a business now is way more popular.
Uh,
Well, it's like there's like vocational classes in schools or like uh not in not in Idaho. Probably yeah, probably still in Idaho, but everywhere else. Like you should be able to learn how to weld in high school so that you had a job, you know, once you got out of high school. Or like
yeah.
carpentry or anything, or like learn how to frame something crazy. But
Yeah.
nowadays it's like you can do that still, but um especially in Idaho, but in other states it's getting opted out for more, I don't know, liberal arts.
Yeah. Just stuff to get you ready to live in a cubicle and eat bugs, basically.
Yeah.
Because that's what the BlackRock guy, Larry Fink, he's been saying like all sorts of creepy stuff lately. He's like the um the countries that are gonna do the best are the ones with declining populations because they'll be able to like uh use technology better. But
Mm.
it's just all these people that like kind of don't want people around, it seems like.
Yeah. Get like off the grid
Um
van people.
yeah. Uh
No, I'm not talking like I mean like influencers.
wait.
Influencer van life.
Oh yeah.
Like that idea is
That's
so
what that's
crazy to
what
me.
that's what I'm doing right here, you know. Got my got
Where,
my weapons over here, some books, some
where's your kitchenette and surfboard?
tools. Yeah. You got some diesel, little heater. Let's see. Uh I know
No,
I do need a surfboard.
nah,
That's
I'd say you're
I'm
more on
missing
the
I need I'm like bordering is this cool or is this homeless? That's kind of the spectrum of living in a car
no,
now.
I think it's only cool because uh it's homeless in a cool way because it's
Yeah.
real. Because
Yeah.
it's not like you have a $200 rug in the back of your truck. You have diesel and weapons.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, next time you come to Pocatello, tell me so I can give you this thing. I think it got rolled up in my blanket or something, but it's like this leather thing.
Hmm.
It has an arrowhead on it. I think it's for arrows.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I
Oh,
think
it's for
so.
like a quill, not a quill.
I think it's I think it's for a broadhead that just like a single broadhead put on a bow, but
Okay.
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I have it.
Thanks.
I do. I can't believe I forgot about that. It's been sitting on my TV for weeks, months.
Thanks.
Oh, I had an idea though. We should use uh the intro from the documentary just for the intro to this.
Oh, yeah. Um,
Um, where it says like Seminary Podcast Productions, and there's a picture of
oh, yeah.
Mike Lindell
That's Trump. Yeah.
and DT, good old DT.
Yeah.
Did you hear what they said about his shoes
Oh, how the hell? Like with black
on Fox
people.
News?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was just so
That was so
uh
real. No,
yeah.
really.
He's just he's just connecting with those people on a
Uh-uh.
whole nother level. He's a genius, you know.
Yeah.
I don't know what else there's to say. It's kind of crazy that there's people that are that isolated from like real life. They just word things like that.
Yeah. It's just like buzzwords and like headline reels in
Yeah.
their head all day, like flashing at them. It's like, dude,
Yeah.
it's like what?
Um, for just a second. Are you still there?
Yeah.
Wait. I'm gonna pause. I couldn't figure out how to do this. I just gotta use the
Okay.
bathroom real quick.
All right.
Get my focus back.
Got milk and they're promoting dairy.
I shouldn't
Oh,
I
damn,
shouldn't
we
have
weren't
paused it.
recording.
Well, sorry. I should have
Oh, my
I should have
bad.
let that keep rolling. You could repeat it. I think we missed most of that.
Okay, I'm actually glad you weren't recording because I was trying to talk fast and I wasn't really like making any
Yeah.
sense. Um, the CCC was created by the Department of Agriculture in like 1930 during the Great Depression. And
Yeah.
it was because they
I
found out it was for the regulation of food. And so like dairy and like other products. But anyways, in like 1980s when there was an energy crisis, the price, I think it was actually 70s, is the price of milk went up like 30%. And so what they did is they said they're gonna pay farmers for like every like all the dairy they made, they would buy it if they couldn't sell it to the market. And it was like $2 billion with like they gave to farmers, and like most of that was like they're just buying cheese. And so that's where the government cheese comes from. That's what they were making it out
Oh,
of because
so
they
then it'd
found
be
out they
really
like
cheap.
they distributed like hundreds of thousands to well they just had to get rid of it while still being it like and hiding it to be able to maintain like market value. They couldn't flood the market of dairy
Yeah.
and bring their main goal the whole time was trying to make it like evenly priced throughout.
Mhm.
But like in the next crisis, they're trying to whatever crisis that may be. That's just like the main goal is to first level producers is to keep them running because they're way
Mhm.
harder to supplement rather than like a market or like a refrigerated truck. The most important thing is the farmer. So if there's ever a crisis, lock into that food, then bananas.
Yeah. Mm. Gotta get more like storable stuff. I should just be eating regular food right now and saving all my packaged food.
Yeah, the stuff you
I
stole
gotta,
from work.
yeah. I honestly, I only took a little bit of that with me, so I'm gonna have like I honestly think my family could probably survive like a month on that.
Dang.
I mean, not healthily, but if you eat like, you know,
Hmm.
a little thing of peanut butter and like a Rice Krispie treat, 3 packs of trail mix a day, I think you get by.
Yeah, you'd make it for a couple days, and you'd probably have to eat like a semi meal.
Yeah, true. That's because I didn't want to go to the drive all the way down and go to the store for a couple days. And I was just living
Hmm.
on snacks and ramen. And I was like, I feel, I was definitely getting to me a little bit. Now I'm finally healthy. I ate some eggs, just took a first clear piss in like 3 weeks probably since I've been sick. And it was like, oh yeah, I'm back. But
Nice.
I need to get on more of a routine, more of a better diet, you know? You can
Yeah, me
that's
too.
that's my new theory about everything. I gotta stop like you gotta watch what you consume, you know? Like
Yeah, you gotta stop eating crazy.
if I just ate eggs and apples as much as I wanted, just ran around in the woods a little bit, probably be
Hmm.
thinking so much better, be healthier, you know? Same as like if you're just consuming packaged media with like 1,000 different ingredients that you don't even know where you got it from. You're just scrolling along, you know, getting all the
Hmm.
on Fox or CNN and getting all these buzzwords in your head and just going, ugh,
Hmm.
ugh. You're not gonna know what to do with that, you know?
Yeah,
That's
dude,
kind of what I'm
especially
thinking. Is like you don't have to have this constant stimulus. That's what I need to break away. I haven't been breaking away from it, but I need to because it's like if you just read like for a half an hour and then sat down and like thought about it for a half an hour, like it's not necessarily about like obtaining as much information and cramming it all down. Like you're not even going to be able to make anything good out of that, even though you think you're like getting smarter somehow. That's kind of my theory. I mean, you still definitely want to get on InfoWars at least every other day for a fun, but other than that, if you could just, sit out in the woods, smoke a couple black and milds, kind of meditate, read the Bible, read some
Mhm.
William Cooper, some ancient
You
Japanese
hear about
knowledge. That's
people
what I've been getting
you,
into.
you hear about people that don't have like an inner monologue in their head.
Do
They just
what?
they can't
No,
talk to themselves in their head. Dude, those people are crazy just walking around.
I honestly don't know if you exist at that point. You know what I mean?
I guess so, dude. I don't know what they do. Not
Huh.
much, probably.
Yeah.
Did you hear what one of the senators called Marjorie Taylor Greene?
Oh, big body blonde butch or something like that.
Yeah, or big body. Call her like a butch body bleached blonde.
Yeah.
Fucking broke body.
I don't remember what it was. So, yeah,
Something fucked up.
because Marjorie was like your eyelashes are too big or something.
Yeah, I think that's what started it. Marjorie Taylor Greene, what does she do? What does she do other than
You
just
like,
incite violence?
I mean, that's kind of what that's kind of your job as a politician. Incite violence and division and just get as rich as you possibly can
She
to
said,
push
like,
the same agenda.
I'll take back what I said, but I'm not going to apologize for it. Like,
I yeah, I you would kind of think that those people would be like somewhat smart, but I don't think they are.
a
I
lot of them
think if
just
you
want to see
just like,
death.
yeah,
They
I
got like a
think if you're
lust
just
for
enough
death.
of like a criminal and a pervert and a psycho, you can be a politician. Honestly, believe that.
Yeah, definitely. You
Like,
got to be
hey,
able to
we
sacrifice
got
a lot. You got to be,
yeah,
yeah, put in the vampiric order.
yeah,
When they bury them, they just lay them
uh,
down in like a coffin, and then like when the world ends, they'll raise them up again.
probably they're probably all
It's
getting
like a
frozen and stuff.
oh yeah, the newer ones.
Because that's what they did with JFK. JFK, he's still alive. He's still alive. JFK Jr. is still alive. They got him down there. They're gonna bring him out. Trump's really still the president, and they're gonna bring out JFK Jr. They're really still alive. They're running things, and as long as you got the Johnson, you'll be fine. That's the Trump vaccine, and you're gonna be okay. That's all I
Hmm.
gotta say.
Buy the Trump
Stay
shoes. Buy the Trump
stay
shoes. Buy the
patriotic,
Trump
buy the
shoes.
Trump shoes. If I
He's
had
still
money,
the
I'd honestly
president.
invest in a pair of Trump shoes. That could be a good like those would be worth a lot someday.
No, they won't.
Really?
They probably making so many. Where is he
True.
selling them for? $5? Are they
I
gonna
might
put? They're
buy
gonna put them in
some.
Walmart.
They were like
I
500
should.
bucks.
Are they really? Then they
Anthony,
might be
you
worth
don't know
something.
what you're talking about. Black people, black people in urban environments were buying them. Okay,
He's trying to
they're part
engage.
of the
He's trying.
culture. Okay, he's in the
He's trying
culture.
to engage inner city children,
Yeah,
inner city voters. He's trying to. What do you say? Like expand into urban environments for voting advantages.
yeah.
Some stupid.
Like everything I feel like they say and like on the news is like they try to make it seem like we're on the side of these people, but it actually just sounds like you think people in those places are dumb. Like, have you
Yeah.
seen what's that lady's name? She's like some politician in New York, I think, but she's like, these kids, these black kids in Brooklyn, they don't even know, some of them, they don't even know what the word computer is.
Hot. It's like
That's
Brooklyn.
why we have to help them vote. Yeah.
It's like Brooklyn. Oh my Lord.
I might be getting some of that wrong, but
I
yeah.
think I don't think she'd make it out of that neighborhood. She said that and somebody overheard that. Like, what did you say about my
Yeah.
kid? You don't know what word?
Uh yeah. It's
It's like a
over
Nat
though.
Geo.
That's kind of
It's like Nat Geo. It's
Nat
they're
Geo. What
talking
is
like it's Nat Geo, like
Oh
National
yeah.
Geographic.
I've been thinking about that. Like they should um what are those nature documentaries where the they have like a British guy that narrates them and be like, now
Oh,
a
David
young whale
Attenborough.
is approaching. Yeah. I think they should have like BBC nature documentaries, but for politics.
Hmm.
And they'll be like, now one of the more dominant males seeks to
Yeah,
uh seeks to gather more of a following here
they should.
as he
They should.
approaches with a shiny new object. How will the others react?
He's wearing the
I
Trump
feel like that's all.
shoes.
Yeah, I feel like identity
Kanye
politics is
West is now
really,
taking the stand. They should just mix him in like on a soundboard, uh, like in debates. So they'll like turn down the debate when they start screaming at each other and just have David Attenborough narrate it.
that would actually be awesome. They just had a
I feel like
public debate, like not on a mainstream network. David Attenborough narrates, and he's like,
like a golf game.
Kanye, previously shunned by the rest of the herd, is now returned. What will he
Yeah.
say to redeem himself here?
Kanye is now
That
crying to the crowd. And
uh,
we haven't even started. Everyone's recording.
one of the older males, one of the older dominant males, Joe Biden now takes to the what do they call it? It's a thing that they debate at. Well, whatever. Take he now takes to his little booth where he's gonna give his speech, seeking seeking to
Takes the
remain
stand.
at his position. Yeah.
That'd been funny during the
How will
Donald
they
Trump
react
ones
to
where he
this?
called Ted Cruz's wife a dog.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Is Ted Cruz's wife a dog? I don't even.
No, she just has the face of one. Supposedly, allegedly. It's not on
Yeah.
paper or anything.
Yeah. Hmm. All right. I need to work on my impression, but I think this could definitely be a good documentary. Yeah.
What
Apparently,
documentary?
they're still gonna do like a nature documentary, but with politics,
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
because that's
I was
kind
like,
of
what
what
the fuck?
identity politics is like if you looked at it like that, basically just like on a large scale, some animals trying to like maintain their power
Mhm. Yeah, it
and
really is.
try to get people to join their like chimp tribe by
Manipulating them.
just yeah, basically. That's
The
kind of all it
promise of
is.
re
Like,
the promise of resources.
yeah, yeah, exactly. That's the other thing I was
Then,
hearing. There's this guy is the gold sponsor on InfoWars. Could,
oh, you're breaking up a little bit.
oh, um,
What'd you say?
on InfoWars, there's this guy, Kirk Elliott, is trying to sell you gold. Um,
Hmm.
but a lot of the stuff he's saying makes sense, which is like, um, he just stopped saying like so much. Uh, I don't feel like is any better. I gotta get, I was on the right mixture of
I do
drugs a
that shit
couple days
too.
ago where I was like, bang, bang, like I was on the lift waking people up all day, telling them
Hmm.
about Bill Gates. Um, anyway, what was I saying? Oh, they were saying basically democracy is always going to fall apart because the people are just going to vote for the candidate that's not going to give them the best, like most sustainable future, but is
Hmm.
just going to give them the best benefits right now, no matter the cost. So they're
Yeah.
just going to borrow from the future and kind of bankrupt and erode everything. And I
Yeah, just
kind of
trying.
agree with that, but also I feel like if people thought of it that way, they might not act that way, and they've been
Mhm.
tricked into it. Like, it's that whole Machiavelli thing where it's better to be feared than loved, and
Yeah. It's better to be
but
respected than feared, something like that. It's
yeah,
like
or
or like it like
like,
you have to always be respected, but you can be like you can't be hated. It doesn't matter if they love you, but you can't be hated.
um, well, maybe that's how, yeah. I think
Yeah.
Machiavelli's thing was it's like it doesn't really matter how they emotionally feel about you. It's just
Hmm.
it's better to be feared than have people like you because
Yeah.
the how they emotionally feel about you can be quick to change. But if they're scared of you, that's what he was saying for rulers. Like it's better to be feared.
Yeah.
But that was back like I don't even know how long, 500
That
years
was in
ago
the
or
that was
something.
like in the that was like in the 1400s, I think.
Yeah. Okay.
Somewhere around there. It was for he was Span no, he's Italian.
Yeah.
I forget I wish I could remember the guy's name, but it was the king had just died and his son was going into power. That's why he named it The Prince. And it was a
Oh.
book for the prince. He wanted to give it to
Huh.
him, but I don't think he ever read it. He published it and it
Dang.
was like a massive failure because it was like, what the fuck are you talking about, bro?
Like this is
Because
evil,
it's yeah, they're
but it
like, what
actually
you would
worked,
want to
kind
do,
of.
you'd want to do this to us? Because it was so plain view. He wasn't lying about anything. He
Yeah,
genuinely thought it was like the right thing.
yeah. Huh. But oh, he was saying with like monetary policy how you should not, because what he saw was rulers getting in and kind of spoiling the people, but by doing so taking out all this debt and getting the people to like him, but then eventually the debt would catch up to him and all of a sudden the people hated him. So it was just better to
Hmm.
be feared until
Right.
in the last 100 years or so, we got back on a fiat system where we could just print as much money as we wanted and keep things good. So then
Yeah.
you kind of get rid of that whole problem, or you can at least push it off for like 200 years and
It's like
just keep giving people benefits without actually um
it's like
having to pay
faking
for it at
market
all.
stimulation. It's yeah.
Yeah, because that's what I was thinking about is like if there is a chance to rebuild something and create a new system, I think you have to keep it based on like how the actual natural world works, or it'll just get out of hand. Like it in the actual world, like you have a shiny rock or some food and you can trade it for something, but you can't just say that you can't just put it into
Yeah.
paper
It's like
and
it's like trying to
basically turn everything into a huge pyramid scheme that has to keep growing in order to sustain itself.
it's like trying to sell beanie babies or whatever the fuck they were. Those things people say is like, no, you got to keep them. They're going to be worth millions. Dude, nobody's going to buy it,
Yeah,
dude.
yeah.
It's like go to every pawn shop in your city. And is there one beanie baby? Okay, is there
And then
baseball
it's like
cards? Is there silver coins? Is
and
there
then it's
gold
like
fucking medals?
I don't
Because those
know.
are
I should
actually
actually
worth
go
so
to some
like
pawn shop. Yeah.
no, I'm
But
like there is.
then
There's
it's
like
like
jewelry and like real gold and silver,
yeah,
but
then
fucking
it's like
Pokemon
taking
cards.
yeah, then it's like taking all the Beanie Babies and it's making a trillion more of them and then telling people like no, you got to keep your money in this. And we have a market for Beanie Babies. You can get in and it's gonna be fine
Yeah.
instead of
You
actually
know
find
you
something.
know Funko Pop is burning Funko Pops? You know what a Funko Pop is, dude?
Oh yeah, to keep the supply down.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
They because they don't if they um if they dump them in the market, then they're all going to lose value and no one's going to buy them. It's just going to be a loss anyway. So it's actually cheaper just to set them on fire.
I have not. I should be paying attention to the Funko Pop market. I have not.
I don't know. Shout
Uh,
out a Dollar Stream on YouTube. They're talking about that.
okay, nice. Look into it. Yeah,
It's like that
I would.
Sam Hyde. It's like his
Oh, he's a.
podcast.
Okay. Huh. I hadn't even heard of it somehow.
Just look up Dollar Stream.
Okay.
Dollar Stream Funko Pops.
Hmm. Are they investing in Funko Pops?
No, I think they made another video about it, like deep frying them, but like buying really expensive ones and deep frying them.
Oh, okay. I see. Yeah. That's like all YouTube is now. It's just like let's get stuff and destroy it.
Oh yeah, that was like
I'm
back in like 2016.
yeah. I'm I'm dropping. I'm
I'm
dropping a
dropping a
famous
Samsung.
painting from space. Yeah.
Hey everyone, look at
A
me. I'm
mil
dropping a phone.
yeah.
Look at me. What do you guys think is gonna happen if I drop this phone off Dubai's tallest skyscraper? Do you think you're gonna be able to see it when if it hits the ground? And then in every single one of those videos, dude, they check on their fucking Find My iPhone and they're like the phone's not showing up. It's because you dropped it from a fucking mile.
Yeah.
They're like, did you ever see the iDubbbz one where
No.
he like destroys a drone? He's like swatting it with a hammer. Anyways, but he fucking this was when he was still cool and his girlfriend didn't put him on a leash.
What?
You know those Amazon those things that you'd click and it would instantly buy stuff on your Amazon?
No.
Really never heard of those?
Mm-mm.
It was like a keychain you could buy Tide Pods just by pressing a button.
No, it just buy random stuff.
No, it was specific to one thing. So like that one was like a pack of Tide Pods. You just click it and it would order it and ship it
Oh,
to your
oh, I
house.
see. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, he put a bunch
The
of
one
those in
the
a
one
blender.
one click. Yeah.
He put a bunch of those in a blender and then like all shipped to his house. Just like 12 packs of toilet paper, a bunch of candy and shit. Anyways, I'm going on a rant for some reason.
Yeah. You know, Amazon had a pat have a has a patent to ship you things before you know that you want them. Like based on all the
To,
data they gather on you, they'll just decide, oh, this guy's been viewing that he wants to buy um Funko Pops. Let's send him some Funko Pops.
oh,
And
what?
then if
Just at random?
yeah, yeah, just
That's
based on
weird.
what you've been viewing and like their model of who you are as a person, they'll just start
Hmm.
sending you this guy wants a drone and a baseball bat, you know? Um, but yeah. And then I think you can
That
return them if you want, but they haven't
someone's gonna
done it.
figure
They
out how
just
to
have the patent.
someone's gonna be able to
Uh,
calculate that when it comes out. They're gonna be like, okay, I have 80 phones running and they're all looking at the same thing. There's like a 1 in 80 chance every 2 days that they'll send me something. Like someone's gonna be able to fucking calculate that shit.
oh, wait, what is it? Sorry. Someone's calling
What?
me.
Oh,
Someone is
okay.
calling
Who's
me. I was just waiting
put them
for it.
on? Put them
No.
on.
Actually, I wonder if that would work. If someone just calls you, that I think it would have had
No.
the Zoom call.
Yeah, just send them a Zoom link.
Yeah.
Like, what's
Oh,
up,
that's
dude?
the other thing I've been thinking about. I need to I need to get more recruits for Atlantis too and like
Hmm.
actually get this going. I just been kind of procrastinating because I didn't have it like all organized or like know how to organize it right. But I think maybe like every other Sunday or something, we do a meeting, but just send the link out publicly. So like anybody could get on and just talk about what they see going on or their
Oh,
ideas
that's a
for
good
it. But,
idea.
like sort of like calling in. Or like maybe we could give people like you have 10 minutes or whatever. Or set it
Oh,
up
like
so they could just call in for 10 minutes and then yeah.
Do a little Howard Stern bit.
Yeah. I was thinking more of like an InfoWars. Yeah. I guess I haven't really watched Howard Stern except for Beetlejuice.
Yeah.
But they used to have people call. Oh yeah, I do remember that actually. They'd have people call it Beetlejuice.
Yeah.
Was that like most of the show or
No, but you know, every radio show is like calling in.
yeah.
Like every radio show has like a segment where they call in. I don't know. That's just one that I thought of. I remember
Yeah.
that people would call Patrice O'Neal on there, and like they're like, Patrice,
On
I'm your big like I'm your biggest fan. And then they say something like, is this some white people shit or what? That's where he started talking about how that song Creep touch like is just touches white people's soul.
yeah. I think if we could just keep it on like a certain topic or something though, like we're talking about silver this week or whatever, and just have people give us their thoughts on it.
Mhm.
That's something.
So what so what's going on with silver? What's the safety on that?
I think it's really safe because I honestly haven't done enough research into it, but what it kind of looks like, or a lot of people think, is that silver's been artificially suppressed by like banks and uh the government who's this like they're the supplier of all the Beanie Babies or Funko Pops. They're the supplier of all the Funko Pops, and they're printing
Oh,
more
the
Funko
government?
Pops. The government, yeah, they have so many all the dollars, and they basically want you to stay in dollars. So they've been acting like there's more silver than there is, and
Mm,
on paper they've been keeping the price low, and it hasn't been able to get above $30 in like years. But
per
occasionally,
ounce?
some yeah, some bad economic events will happen, or and people see that there's not that much silver around. I don't really know honestly,
Okay.
but it
So they
silver
just don't want
finally
to
broke,
create scarcity
or they don't want to act
in the
like there is
market.
scarcity, I
Oh,
guess.
it's an attention hazard. So it's
What
like
is it?
an attention hazard. So like
I guess I don't know
when
what that
people are
means.
paying it's like when too many people are paying attention to one thing. So like if everybody's buying silver, then it creates like um a higher demand and it like with not a lot of supply. So it just kind of like drains the silver supply really quick
Yeah,
and
because
makes
that's
it
what
like
people see happening is silver hasn't been able to
hyperinflates
get
it.
through. Um, I yeah, I guess. I don't know if I understand the definitions of words good enough to think about them. I don't know if I understand them good enough to talk about them sometimes. Um,
Yeah, me too.
I, I'm gonna blame it on the solar cycle. I feel like I've been getting dumber recently.
Oh yeah, me
Like
too.
sometimes I'll be able to say stuff right, and then sometimes I'm like, dang, this solar cycle is really hitting right now. Because
Hmm.
I think that's what some people think happens is that people would just get more irrational during these. Somehow the sun affects us when this happens.
Right.
But yeah, solar hasn't broken through $30 in years. Not really. I mean, it's kind of like a few months ago, it kind of got up there, but
Hmm.
now it looks like it's seriously breaking through. And 2008, it went all the way up to $60. So
Oh dang.
I don't know. I think you could probably double up. This is kind of what I see happening.
Well, there was
Um,
a high end. Well,
and
okay, I remember that as a kid. I was like in 2008, I was like four, but like um growing up watching TV, I would always see those commercials like late night television. It'd always be like buy gold and silver, like invest in it.
yeah,
So I think
honestly, if
there's
I
like,
had money right now, I'd be buying more silver. But yeah, Connor said that's kind of, I wanted to talk to Connor about it to see how he was planning to sell or how he's
mhm.
planning to exchange like physical silver. Because I
Well,
have
you got to go to like an actual like uh
dealer.
licensed dealer. Yeah, like a
Yeah,
pawn shop or whatever, like a jewelry shop.
because yeah, I
And then you
there's a
just
good
got
one.
before you even buy silver, you just got to ask them like what their plans is, like what the end game is,
Yeah,
like the ROI. Like if I bring this back to you, like what's going to happen, or like what can I do
well,
with this? Because obviously they're making money off of it, so you should just ask them like 30,000 questions about it.
yeah. I think what happens is because that's kind of the thing I've been thinking about is do you want to hold because I went and bought some silver in Salt Lake and
Hmm.
I I bought a decent amount of it, so it was not that much above spot price, but it's still like you have like fees, you have like all sorts of fees. So it ended up even though silver was at like 28 an ounce or
Hmm.
something, I ended up paying like 30. And same thing when you go to sell it, they're gonna they're gonna give you a little bit below spot price probably so they can make some money. But
Right.
that's kind of my plan is that or what I see happening is like this year, probably the market tops like the next couple months, and then everything kind of does. And
Hmm.
when silver goes to like 50 or 60, I think I'm even gonna sell most of my physical silver. And then when it gets back down to 30, buy it back. Because even with the fees and stuff, you'll still make a good profit. But yeah, um,
Nice.
I just wanted to know. I don't know what Connor's plan is, but I know he has a couple ounces too. Anyway, I think you
Yeah.
can probably double up on it.
Mhm. I don't have any metal. Oh
That's
God,
I think that's
no.
gonna yeah. There any dealers in Salt Lake or in Pocatello?
I think so. Yeah, there's a couple of pawn shops here that they probably have like gold coins and fucking bars even.
Yeah.
I think you
Yeah,
have to go
that's what
down
I was.
to um you have to go down to the old one, not the new one. They don't have nothing but like actual jewelry, I think.
Yeah. Hmm.
Actually they might do trades. I don't know.
Yeah. So the guy I went to, that's all he did was just silver and gold.
Nice.
And yeah, it was pretty easy. But I kind of like silver just because if you actually need to pay somebody with it, you can just be like, here's $30 coin instead of like, here's a $3,000 coin.
Yeah, like weighing it. They're
Whatever
not
gold ends up being. Yeah, because it's not worth as much. It's just easier to pay with in small amounts.
it it's not like it's not like gold dust.
Yeah, exactly. I think that's got to be our currency in Atlantis too, though. Silver.
Silver. Who's ever got the
Because
biggest
you can,
rock?
yeah, you can actually do stuff with it too. That's the other thing is like they need it in solar panels and batteries and all this stuff. Even if everything doesn't collapse, they're
Right.
gonna go up probably. Anyway, I wish I could buy more of it, but
Yeah.
I came up here and I did a class of uh boat building, and
Hmm.
then they had a raffle to win the boat. You just have to pay the cost of materials, and I didn't think it was gonna be that much, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna win this boat just to test my because I'm not trying to brag or anything. I'm not trying to say I win the most stuff. I'm the best at raffles, but I'm been pretty good at raffles. I've won like all the raffles I've entered, I've won. I've won $200 twice, and then I won this boat. But then I had to basically spend all my money on the boat. And then it's like it's kind of like I have a lot more money now with the boat, but also I
Hmm.
don't really want to sell the boat because then everyone would
Nah.
be mad at me.
Because I wouldn't have a
But
boat.
yeah,
I need a
exactly.
boat.
And I think it might have been a sign from God that just get your money out of the bank right now, put it in boats and silver.
Put it in Credit Karma.
Yeah.
Put your money in Credit Karma.
I still
I'm
haven't
just
got a
kidding.
credit card.
I
I
don't
should
know.
probably do that. I don't know. I think I'm just gonna stick with
Yeah.
silver.
Go. It's honestly, I don't think I should ruin it because I don't know what the next Bitcoin is. If I knew what the next Bitcoin was, I would buy it all on debt. You know,
I
whatever's going to
honestly
give me
think
the
the next
highest
Bitcoin is
return.
just Bitcoin.
Yeah, probably.
I mean,
But
I bought a little bit last week. I think I'll probably it's not gonna be huge, but I think just hold it till like 100,000, make 30%, or
mhm.
I don't think I did that math right, but sell it. But I don't know. I feel like we're due for a pretty good pump out of this because last time uh Bitcoin was going, they were all the banks were saying it's not gonna work and it's bad for the environment and stuff. And now all of a sudden they're making ETFs out of it and like JP Morgan and UBS hold Bitcoin now and they're like it's actually really good for the environment. We should make everything into crypto. So,
I mean,
I don't know.
it's not that good for the environment.
Yeah, but they just put out whatever news they want based on what they're investing in kind of.
Just whatever they feel like.
Yeah.
All right, guys, Bitcoin is actually amazing. Yeah, dude, once it makes money, they just want to promote it.
Yeah. The
Buy,
other
buy,
thing,
buy.
I think oh, this is what I meant to say is really kind of my dilemma on holding actual physical silver or just having like stock in it. I think I'm probably gonna go with stock
Mm,
just in case I need money and I have to take it out really quick and don't want to hold
yeah.
and pay the fees. But more than likely, there's gonna be some sort of big banking collapses or they have to have some sort of crisis to bring in CBDCs probably starting like end this year, I think is the plan. So they're either gonna have
Okay.
like hacks in the banks, I think, or they're gonna
Hmm.
blame it on an EMP attack, solar flare, whatever, and then they can just say, "All, oh, sorry, we're sorry. Oh, your money's gone," and then and then
And it's gone.
yeah, and then everyone will be they'll actually want to get on government crypto and get a chip in them, you know?
Yeah, they won't be
That's
so
kind of
hesitant.
what I see happening. Yeah. Um,
Yeah, that makes sense.
and I don't know. Anyway, it's just interesting. I don't know if I really put that together very well, but it's kind of interesting
No,
just to
you
see the
explained it pretty
news
good.
and thanks. And like how they're portraying things because
Right.
the banking collapses earlier last year were all in the news. Now there's this now we're starting to see it happen again and you're not hearing anything about it.
Yeah.
Like I feel like the news is really just to control public's perception and confuse them.
It's mostly just like noise now. Like it's not even,
Yeah,
I don't know, it's just what everyone, it's just everybody's opinion for some reason.
yeah.
But they're not
And
really doing anything. They're just political comment. Like, why are you just talking about it?
I
Like,
feel like it's
I don't know.
just to get people like distracted and disoriented at this point.
Yeah.
Like you really don't need to take in that much information. Uh, um,
Yeah, dude.
But yeah,
It's like
it's just
just
kind of
like
weird because it's called Republic Bank in Philadelphia just exploded, and you don't really hear anything about it. But I feel like that stuff is gonna start happening again.
it
Anyway,
might.
uh, yeah, but I don't know. I kind of see silver going up to like 50, 60 pretty quick,
Hmm.
but I don't know. If I, yeah, I don't know where I'm going with this, but yeah, buy silver. It's gonna be our currency, Atlantis too.
I know I need to
And
get some.
yeah. Also, also it just feels nice. Once you get silver and you're like, ooh, I got shiny rocks. It's like this is way better than paper. There's just
Yeah,
something nice about it. You're like,
I got
this is what we were
Bitcoin.
designed. Yeah, this is what the aliens designed us to mine. This is
This is
way
what
better
this is what the Romans did,
than
buddy.
than lines on a computer. Yeah. I think Bitcoin's good too if as long as you are because I'm just gonna make a quick trade and get out, but long term, as long as you have it in a physical wallet that's
Hmm.
protected in tinfoil from the EMPs, I think you're good. That's the only thing I'm
Yeah.
worried about is if there's some sort of uh flare or hack or all this stuff starts collapsing, there's gonna be some reason for it to start collapsing, then
Hmm.
all your Bitcoin could just disappear too. And
Yeah.
then the government reimburses you might have had 800,000, but they just go, here's you're only insured for this much, 200,000, and because that's what we think it's worth. And because they want to keep you trapped in their whatever digital dollar they created or
Right.
because it's like, I don't know. I kind of don't it's kind of hard to imagine that happening here, but that's what's happened in like Nigeria. I'm pretty sure Nigeria. They the government was all
They had like
excited about Bitcoin and stuff, and then as soon as the currency started collapsing, they're like it's illegal and we got to keep you trapped in this. And then the other
I think
problem is uh
they had like problems with inflation in the past too. I think
yeah,
people were
yeah,
just had like wheelbarrows full of money. It was worth
yeah.
nothing.
That's I'm pretty sure that's what's happening in Argentina. And I saw a video where went down there and they were trying to figure out what people would accept. That's kind of the other problem is that nobody wanted to take gold or Bitcoin because like if anybody has it, they're just hoarding it. There's no you're not gonna you buy something with silver and then uh, you don't want to get
Yeah,
rid
like
of it. And then what are and
everyone's just
exchange
buying
it for
drugs with
what?
Bitcoin.
Back for back for a collapsing currency. Um, yeah. I don't know. I feel they always say that. I mean, definitely there is a lot of that, but I feel like it's just as easy to buy drugs with dollars. But they just said that back when they wanted to make Bitcoin look bad.
Well, like if you want to buy them online,
Oh yeah.
unlike Tor.
That's all. I'm pretty sure that's all scams though, in my experience
Now,
anyway.
yeah, nowadays I guess there's a lot of government operations.
Yeah.
The government's still selling drugs on the dark web. Back.
Yeah. Um
Anyways, where we at?
actually
Jamie, where we at on time?
that's what we need. We need a Jamie.
Yeah.
If I could just
We
like
need a
pull
Lee
that up,
Syatt
I could just read off the thing. Yeah. If we just had a guy we could just
who knew what he was
dose
doing.
with like 2,000 milligrams, and instead of saying I could just feed him more drugs, and people go, "That's funny." Uh,
Jamie, pull that up.
I guess
I like the
basically,
I like the
in
compilation of
summary,
him getting mad.
Jamie
Yeah, no, at
or Rogan.
Jamie, Joe
Yeah,
Brogan.
Jamie might be kind of. I wonder if Jamie's like likes his job.
I think he does. I think he gets paid a lot.
Probably, yeah, for sure.
By Joe Brogan.
True. Yeah. I guess all I really had to say with the investment stuff is long term, I think it's better off to hold something that's limited in how much they can make of it, and that's actually you can actually that's not based on that's actually physically there, and you can have hold the Bitcoin wallet or the silver, and it's not gonna like short term, it's fine to have.
It's backed. It's a backed currency, you mean?
Yeah, yeah. And short term, I think it's fine to have money in a stock or eh, like in a silver stock or something just so you can get it out real quick. But I
Hmm.
just don't like that long term in case something bad actually happens, which I kind of think that it will. Um, but I think Bitcoin could be good too, because the other thing I was looking at is and it may not be the same as other technologies, but if you look at a chart of how people adopt technology over a certain amount of time, uh, whether it be the internet or credit cards or
Hmm.
refrigerators, you have like it's an exponential curve. So you have like 10 years where it's like 1, 2, 3% of people. Then there's a couple years, 5% of people, all of a sudden 10% of people. And once it hits like 20% of people in it, all of a sudden in the span of a year, it goes to 80% of people have it. And it kind of
Hmm.
follows that same curve with whatever it is. So people think that might happen with Bitcoin in a few years.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And
That's
that would just be the
that's like with
same
how a
same
small business has to take like 5 years. So it's like just a
yeah,
business starting up, like working out the kinks
yeah,
in it.
for sure. And before everybody sees it, because there's
Hmm.
probably same with like phones. Back when cell phones came out, there were probably like 5% of people, and everybody's like, what was that? What's that? And then once they made more sense compared to the other options, and
Hmm.
20% of people had one, all of a sudden everybody needed one.
Well, yeah, dude, the BlackBerry
Um,
was way more popular than the iPhone for a while. You know, it took like a while for the iPhone to actually be like, what's the word? Like usable, I guess.
hmm, yeah,
I mean, plus I guess the BlackBerry was around before the iPhone, but the iPhone still took a while. Like, didn't just get instantly accepted.
yeah, that'd actually be interesting to look at. I don't, but I bet it follows a similar trajectory. But
Hmm.
basically, if you look at Bitcoin's trajectory through all of its past, if it keeps falling, that should be like, I think 2040 should be like $1 million a coin. So if you want to just put something, yeah,
Buy, 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 buy.
that's kind of my strategy, I think. That's that's what I'm thinking right now is it's fine to have have your money in banks and exchanges if it makes it simpler for the next couple months. But after
Yeah, I'm
that,
still
you should
holding on
probably
Dogecoin.
nice hold it long term and physically.
Hmm.
What's Dogecoin at?
like 0.00 or some shit, like nothing.
Dang.
You could buy it for like 88 cents or something.
I might
Probably
buy
even
some.
less than that.
Yeah, I'm gonna look into Donald Trump 2024 coin. I think that might be big. You there?
Oh, well, yeah, yeah, my bad. Um, yeah, the presidential coins.
Yeah,
I definitely would buy
I
one
need
of
to look
those if I saw
into
it.
where you can buy that because
I don't know. Probably
Patty,
some Instagram.
guy, the guy I worked with at Alta, he's actually,
Mhm,
I mean, he knows more about all the crypto stuff than I do, and that's what he was saying he was going to do is sell Bitcoin at like 100,000, put it in the
mhm.
Trump 2024. Because when he gets elected, it's probably going to be big. I don't know the workings of it, but I feel like it's. I mean,
Feels like
I
a good
might put a hundred
idea.
bucks in there or something. Yeah, see what happens. Because I don't know if there is an election, I'm betting Trump still,
Yeah,
but
he's gonna come back from all this bullshit. That's all
oh
CNN
yeah.
talk about. That's all CNN be about. It's like today they just fucked him up. It's fucking ruining this guy's life.
Yeah,
But dude, that's like it. I'm
but
not
it's all
saying
kind
that's
of like
neither good nor bad. I'm just saying I'm not taking any side on this, but I'm saying CNN is fucking they love talking about how much money he has to pay people and like all the shit they're doing to him. Like anything negative that's happening to them, they want to tell you every detail about it.
yeah. That's
It's
the other
fucking
thing where I'm
it's
like, I'm pretty sure this is all a distraction because it's like constant, just like, let's get people as divided as possible and just arguing about nothing, kind of.
yeah, exactly. That's what
Also,
Twitter is.
yeah, Twitter's, Twitter's basically, I rarely go on there. Like, Instagram's like, this is kind of fun, just waste some time on here. Twitter is like,
Mhm.
welcome to Twitter. We got violence, politics, and whores immediately.
In
That's
your
just
face
the
now.
yeah, yeah.
I love it. Nah, dude, fuck
It's
Twitter.
a good time. Yeah. Hmm.
A
Oh,
weird time to be
TikTok.
alive.
What do you think about that? They're
What do I
gonna
think about
ban it.
TikTok?
I mean, no, no. Of
What
course,
do
we
I?
hate TikTok, but
Oh, you mean about
they're
them
gonna ban
wanting to
it
ban it?
though. You know?
Senator, I'm from Singapore.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? Senator, I am from Singapore. No. Are you part of the Communist Party? Senator, no, I'm from Singapore.
What
You don't remember that? It was
is this?
like they put the CEO of TikTok on trial and they're like, have you ever been to China? He's like, Senator, no, I'm Singaporean.
Huh?
But they're just trying to make sure he wasn't a commie.
Yeah. I wonder if I should look into that. I wonder how much of it is
He's like, are
really
you trying to steal American information?
Chinese run. Yeah. That's the other thing. It's like they don't need TikTok to steal information. And also
Are you
the
trying to commit
government,
corporate espionage or some shit?
yeah. Also the government doesn't care if you steal its citizens' information like, at all.
It's like,
The thing I was
yeah,
hearing
bro.
about it is basically they just don't want any sort of social media that they can't control and specifically that they can't control what information comes out about Israel, basically. Because when people are able to see um objective reality that's not censored by the government or people who are paid by Israel, then they get a little bit anti-Israel, you know.
Israel's just I don't know. That's another thing about Twitter, dude. Very got very anti-Israel there for for a while. Still is. Like such a
I
huge
mean,
180. Such like a huge 180 of like, no, no. Like people were pissed. And then all that shit Kanye said just was like,
Kanye is always ahead of it. Like he may not be right, but he's always ahead of like what people are thinking. He's always
mhm,
6 months. Everybody starts to get anti-Semitic. He's 6 months ahead of it, you
he'd
know?
already been there. Yeah.
Yeah. Which kind of makes me wonder if he's just set up to like he's just a character that they have to spew out this stuff and start to get people
Yeah.
ready and divided ahead of time because I don't know
A precursor.
if if he's really cloned and Harley Pasternak controls him. Yeah, yeah.
I don't know, dude, but that last album was pretty good. A little crazy, but it's pretty good.
Oh, I don't really know if I listened to it.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Nice.
Like it definitely better than the last one.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Kanye's just I don't know what he's doing, dude. He's going the Chappelle route.
What's that?
Well, get famous and like I guess canceled. That's not really Chappelle though, but he did kind of cancel
Yeah.
himself.
I
And
feel like
then
he should go the Chappelle route, get famous, and then leave,
but
go to Africa, get
he's trying to be
refocused, and come back.
but then he starts rapping like and it's not even he's like talking to yes men and everyone's like, "Yeah, Kanye, you're right."
Yeah.
And like
That's kind of the thing. It's like so easy to just be like, I hate Kanye or Kanye's the best. He's right about this, instead of
mhm.
like actually seeing the whole thing as like kind of a nuanced thing. Like I don't know. That's kind of what I see in like everything, especially politics now. Is like I don't I don't like Joe Biden, so Donald Trump's definitely the guy since they don't like him. And it's like I don't know.
Yeah,
They might all be in the same thing. Same with like I even got excited, admittedly,
it's
about
like
RFK for a
one or the
second.
other.
Yeah.
It's
And
like
then I was like, they
who would you
might,
rather? Yeah.
yeah. Actually, I'm gonna go off on this. I gotta use the bathroom really quick again.
Okay.
Should I leave it paused or unpaused?
Oh, it doesn't matter. Whatever it's on right now, I guess.
Yeah.
I tried to apply for food stamps one day for no reason. Oh, and like did some stuff, and then they kept calling me about it, and I realized I probably didn't want to try to go through and do that because I don't think I was going to get them. But now then they called me for a while. The debt collectors are still calling me, but I'm not going to pay them. My credit score is like 700 right now. What else we got? I think my dream is like 2 lines of credit, only using like 10% on each of them. Try to get some airline miles maybe in the next couple of years. Get some Marriott Hilton points in the next couple of years. Um, keep those 2 lines of credit. Maybe lease a car. I don't know. We're gonna be like 850 credit score. What's the highest? Like 9,000? Oh, never stop eating butter. Not like playing or anything, but cooking with it.
What's going on?
Oh, no, I don't know.
All right. I don't know what I was talking about.
I
I
think
need
Joe
to,
Joe Biden gave a speech today. Didn't
yeah.
even look that bad. Didn't even look that bad.
They got him on. What is he on? They got to have him
Ozempic.
on Ozempic, Adderall, adrenochrome. They got him on everything. I feel like they got to keep. I don't know how they're keeping these guys running. Even Trump.
The
It's like
secret
he's,
cure. The secret cure for AIDS.
yeah. Regular 80-year-old. It's like they're not. I don't
I've
know.
never
I
seen
don't know.
someone so like not really awake, but also really awake.
Yeah, it's Adderall apparently.
He's got like his left brain is a robot.
Yeah, he's still giving. Trump's tapped into something though. He still gives those speeches sometimes where you like, where he'll say stuff and it's like he's really tapped into the collective consciousness right now. I feel like
Oh yeah.
sometimes I'm able to do that sometimes where you're talking and you're not even thinking about what you're saying or like messing
Hmm.
it up. You're just in like a flow state of it that some people are
Yeah,
really able to tap into, just off the cuff, just talking and talking and talking. I feel
I get what you're
like
saying.
Theo Vaughn, Beetlejuice, they're kind of able to Trump, they're kind of able to like lower their
Howard
like
Stern.
mental state. Yeah, and like tap into something.
I feel like that's
Anyway,
yeah, dude, Alex Jones. I feel like he really taps
yeah,
into what
I gotta
what.
figure out what Alex Jones is doing to get that fired up. Sometimes I'll get it
Hmm.
and I should just get on and do a podcast right then. But honestly, the other
Exactly.
thing I think is that if we just did this more, we'd be better at it. I think
I
you
know
just
that's what
gotta
I was
keep,
thinking about that.
yeah, because I just haven't been talking like this in a few weeks. But
Hmm.
if I kept that muscle moving, I think I think you, because Alex Jones, he's been going for 30 years, almost every day for a few hours, just yelling, you know? And eventually
Hmm.
after a while, you get really good at it. Because sometimes
Yeah,
I'm like, I don't
that's
know
what
if I
I'm.
have enough information, but I feel like you can just get into the flow of it and really lock into something. You do
Yeah,
it
I've been
enough.
I've been trying to lock in like that. I feel like I have been with the making music and stuff. Just got to get like more
Nice.
consistent with it. Clock in
Yeah,
longer. You got to treat it like a blue collar job almost. Like you just got to clock in
for
and
sure.
like not look at Instagram for 40 minutes at a time.
Yeah, I need to start doing that more. I really got to do that like now. I feel like
I
get
need to
more of
start
a
doing the
routine and a
podcast more.
schedule. Yeah,
And yeah, I need to start hopping on the podcast more.
we should just aim
But
for every Sunday, and
yeah,
then if it works out some other time, do it some other time.
yeah,
Because
I know what you mean.
I know we could definitely come up with enough stuff to make it, and probably to make it every Sunday, but also if we did it every other Sunday, having a couple people call in and tell us what they think about things, like that
Oh
would
yeah,
definitely
yeah.
help it along too. But
I feel like we could, yeah, seriously, maybe we could start something. Just be more
be
consistent with
more
it, more like precise with it.
exactly, yeah. Because if people had new episode was coming out every week, they'd probably tune in more too.
Hmm.
But
Just
yeah,
gotta like be Bert Kreischer. Just don't stop, even though
Yeah,
everyone's telling you to.
people are telling him to stop. I haven't paid attention to him
Uh,
in a while.
Not directly, but like Ari Shaffir and everyone just mean to him. He got hit with the
Yeah.
Brogan effect.
Wait, what is it?
The Brogan effect.
What's that though?
Oh, if you're bros with Joe Rogan, you
Oh, then you just get bit.
you get whatever you want.
Yeah,
Joe
the
Rogan treats
CEO
you
of
right.
Joe Rogan, the CEO of podcasting.
Yeah, the Bill Gates of podcasting.
Yeah, yeah. Uh, um. Also, I
Jamie,
just gotta stay
pull
on
this guy's
the
career up.
right. Yeah. We gotta get a Jamie. We gotta be more consistent, and we gotta find the right mixture of drugs. That's also very important. I've realized.
Yeah,
You gotta wake up, get some InfoWars pills, get some caffeine, some nicotine, horny goat weed. Um,
yep. Okay,
resume it. But
get those info wars. What were the ones you
yeah,
snorted before that big speech?
brain force. I should probably be doing that every morning. Do a line of brain force.
Or maybe not snorting it. Maybe not.
Yeah, I'm
Maybe
out
not
of
doing
brain
it straight
force.
to the dome.
I'm out of brain force right now. But let's see. I need to get some more. It's
Right.
kind of expensive, but I do have. I've been staying as fired up as possible with one, the dose,
Okay.
two, black and milds, um, and three, I've been trying to, if you can figure out what supplements to take to get the T levels Alex Jones has, get that fired up. I think it helps a lot. 1776 testosterone boost. It's not like testosterone, it
That's
just
the name
helps.
of
It
it.
just, yeah, it just helps you produce
Jesus.
more, you know? All natural, made by Alex Jones. Maybe not made by him, but
Okay.
you got those. They are bright blue, but pretty sure it's fine.
Represented by him, supported by
Yeah.
Alex Jones. Okay.
Another thing, horny goat weed. Just plain and simple horny goat weed. You take
What is
both
horny
of
goat
those
weed,
every
dude?
morning. Um, it's the stuff that goats eat, and
Okay.
they just get fired up. But yeah,
Okay.
um, see, horny goat
Get
weed
some
is an
tabs.
ornamental plant that also has a long history of traditional use in Chinese herbalism. In
Horny
China,
goat
horny
weed.
goat weed is called um it was thought to tonify life's gait, the vital energy in men. It's combined
Yikes.
with another herb. Anyway, very exciting. I just
That's
like the name.
interesting.
I don't really know how it works. TJ talked about it. That might have been the one we deleted. That was a great podcast, but
Which
where
one
we
did we
came up with
delete?
I did a podcast with TJ like last year, right after I did the one with you.
Hmm.
Um, where we kind of came up with all this Atlantis 2 stuff, and he was talking about horny goat weed, but then
Nice.
I didn't save it somehow and it
Oh
disappeared.
shit.
I know, but we'll get him
Damn.
back on one of these days, talk about horny goat weed.
Yeah,
I
dude,
don't
we
think
need to get
he
everybody together.
I would yeah, I don't think he was taking it. He said his uncle used to get it at the health food store or something.
Oh.
Because I'm pretty sure it's one of the ingredients in 1776 testosterone booster, and that's why we were talking about it.
I would hope so. It better
Yeah.
be.
Anyway, I do feel a lot more fired up, to be honest.
Hell yeah.
Um, But yeah, I think it works. I just need to get in a routine more, and it should take full effect here in a couple weeks. But
Yeah.
that's what I really that's the message for everybody, I think, this week. Get a good
Yeah, I need
supply
to
of
get
force supplements, get a good supply of silver, and go to the Atlantis 2 Reddit and just join the glorious future
hell
because
yeah.
I honestly think it's time. And I've heard some people say Atlantis 2 is unrealistic, but I think we gotta move on it. We gotta make it happen. And if some people think it's unrealistic, they can go donate some money to their favorite politician, see what happens. And
See how that works out for you,
that's
bud.
that that's all you can do. That's the thing is it's like, do you really not I don't know. It's I'm I just get confused now by politics. I'm like, how does anybody fall for this? Like, no matter who
It's
it
just
is. Every time I see a
just
politician who's like, I know I have $1 billion, but if you could just donate a little bit of your money,
give us some more.
I know that, yeah, I know the average American is really hurting right now, but if you could just donate us a little bit, then we could turn things around for you. It
We could
hasn't
really
it,
pick this thing back up.
yeah, hasn't
You
it
could put
worked all the
America
other
on
times?
your shoulders.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, this is something else I was thinking about. So you know how they just made weed a Schedule 3 drug?
Oh, really? That's cool.
Yeah,
Because it was
but
like
also,
weed and then heroin for ever.
yeah. The thing that's like not cool about it though is that Kamala Harris did it and they just did it so they could get votes. You know what I mean? I feel like
So are they?
basically all the political issues are just manufactured and they're just kept around. Like a lot of things the government does, I feel like they pass off as um incompetence, but they really do it on purpose. Like
Hmm.
if they actually wanted to, people go, "Oh, I would vote for Biden because he's gonna help with student debt." And it's like he really isn't, but he's gonna act like he's going to, and he's gonna help some people with their student debt just so he just so
Just enough
you'll
people
vote
to
for
make
him.
articles about it.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like all for show.
Um, yeah, when they really don't do any of this stuff, like they could have made a wall. It wouldn't have been, but they just leave it up there as an issue, so you'll vote for
We'll get
that
we'll get
candidate.
back to it. Yeah, it's fucking crazy.
Anyway, that's kind of what I see happen with a lot of issues because there's so much. Here's something I just heard. It would only take 4 billion to uh protect all the major um power centers from an EMP attack. So
Hmm.
so basically the whole US wouldn't black
Right.
out if there was a solar flare or EMP attack. Somehow they've decided that's not worth the money, but we're still gonna send like 6 billion to Israel every month. You know what I mean? Or like it would take that amount of money to build a wall if they wanted, but they just
Right.
keep it around as an issue
Yeah.
so that they can get more fundraising, basically,
Mhm.
regardless of what people's stance on the issue is. The other thing I just heard is that, and I kind of wonder if the whole border issue and all the narratives surrounding it have just been manufactured so they can usher in this smart wall because like you bring Trump in and he's like, "Oh, it's a problem, whatever." And then you
Mm.
bring Biden in and you really make it a problem. And then people just go, "Okay, we don't really know what the solution is, but we just want a solution." And then they both go, "Oh, we'll do a smart wall. We'll just get biometrics of everybody who comes through the border." But then the problem is it's not just the US border, it's all borders that they want to
Right.
do this with all over the world, and it's all ran by the same company and the same people that are basically just bringing in a kind of like you'll end up living in a prison even though it's supposedly safe and there's better solutions. But they've just
Exactly. Yeah.
manufacturing consent. That's the word. And it's like it doesn't make. That's the thing that's so weird about it is like why don't they just do this stuff? But it's almost like is it vampires? They can't lie to you. They have to let like you have to let them in. Maybe that's
hmm
leprechauns.
No,
I
that's
don't know.
it's
One,
definitely it's vampires, I think.
yeah. So
Definitely not leprechauns though. They just come in whenever they want.
really? Oh, leprechauns.
I
I
don't
don't think leprechauns are allowed to lie though. They just can
I've never met
distort the
one.
truth a little to trick
I
you.
never Yeah, no, they can definitely lie. Leprechauns
I
can
heard a bu-
100%
I heard
lie.
a I
That's like the best. I think
leprechaun.
that's
I
like the
heard a
only
book.
thing
It's
they lie
kind of one of their main things, I guess.
is like
I heard a
riddles.
book about a leprechaun as a kid, and I think that's where I got that. But I think that is
Yeah.
vampires. Be honest, I don't know as much about vampires. More of a leprechaun guy, but anyway, um, for some reason, all the people in this cult that are running things, they have to get the people to give them permission to do all this stuff for some
hmm
reason. I don't really get it, but that's what it seems like they always do. Like they have to get permission to put a chip on you and get you in CBDCs. They're not gonna force you to. They have to like manufacture
Right.
disaster in order to get you to actually want it to go, oh
Exactly.
please just scan my eye so I can get some food.
Yeah,
Anyway,
that's crazy. It's like
I don't know why. I'm pretty sure that's something I don't know if I'm getting this across right, but this is something I've heard is that it's kind of a Satanism thing, whereas like
hmm
you evil is permissible to them as long as they've told you what they're doing and got you to
Right.
accept it. Like if you tell someone you're poisoning them and they eat it, then you're not responsible for it in their eyes, basically. Um,
Yeah.
I think this is a good segue into Revelation.
Revelation. You think we're getting
Re
close?
All right, here's the fun fact of the day. Guess who owns patent 060606?
Oh, I forgot. Bill Gates?
Yeah, Microsoft, Bill
Yeah.
Gates, yeah.
Hell yeah.
Um,
Fuck yeah, trivia.
actually, that is good. We should do that. Atlantis 2 trivia every week. New. Uh,
Ask anybody, dog. I'm the trivia motherfucking king.
let's see. I think I gotta go to DuckDuckGo.
Oh, you're glitching out a little bit.
Uh, oh, okay. Maybe it's because I'm using the internet. But yeah, you can just look up patent 666 for anybody listening. Google patents, patent scope, whatever, any of these websites, same thing. Uh, but the patent is for, and there's other numbers and letters in it, but 666 is basically the patent number. The other stuff is just based on the date and when it's filed. Um,
hmm
but it's maybe I won't read through the whole thing. Uh, yeah, cryptocurrency system using body activity data. Um, Human body activity associated with a task provided to a user may be used in a mining process of a cryptocurrency system. A server may provide a task to a device of the user, which is communicatively coupled to the server. A sensor communicatively coupled to or compromised in the device of the user may sense body activity of the user. So some sort of chip probably. Body activity data may be generated based on the sense body activity of the user. The cryptocurrency system, communicatively coupled to the device of the user, may verify if the body activity data satisfies one or more conditions set by the cryptocurrency system and award cryptocurrency to the user whose body activity data is verified. Anyway, there's a little
That's crazy specific.
yeah, there's a little diagram of how it works up top, which is basically a person, a sensor that sends all that information to a network, um, records it
It's like when you
all, and
clock
sends it
out.
to a cryptocurrency system. Yeah, but then the problem is it's not just that we're tracking how you work and this is how you get paid for it, but then they track
Hmm.
everything you do and how much you should get based on that, or maybe if they want to confiscate it, how trustworthy you are, that type of stuff. And
Oh,
that's
okay.
kind of where people are drawing the connection with Revelation, because I believe it's Revelation 13, Revelation Revelation 13, uh 16 and 17. Or I don't actually know how Bible verses are numbered, but it's in like section 13, and then in section 13 sections, it's in 16 and 17. The
Okay, so
beast
there's
from the earth.
the big number is the chapter and the little number is the verse number.
Okay, thanks. Okay, so it's
Yeah,
anybody looking for this, it's Revelation chapter 13, verses 16 and 17. The
there you
beast
go.
from the
There you
earth.
go.
He
Perfect.
causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and slave, to receive a mark on their right hand or on their foreheads, and that no one may buy or sell except one who has the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Here is wisdom.
Hmm.
Let him who is understanding calculate the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man. His number is 666.
Hell yeah. No, my dad talks about that too, that stuff too.
Yeah,
He's
nice.
like he's pretty sure that's gonna happen.
Yeah. Anyway, that's kind of why I see, because they're already talking about making CBDCs and implementing them as soon as like this fall. So that's kind
Right.
of why I see there has to be some sort of major banking problem or major problem with the dollar coming up soon so that they can implement it. Because the other option, that's kind of the US's only option right now.
Other than a
Uh,
depression.
yeah, and other than letting the BRICS take over, because we've just printed too much money. It's not based on
Hmm.
anything our other than how well we can
Other
enforce our other than war basically, and how well we
yeah.
can keep up our economy based on that and just keep building up this pyramid scheme. So the only other option kind of to escape that is to set up a new currency and force people into it. So anyway, therefore that's why uh I'm getting more and more conviction in silver and Bitcoin, as long as you're holding it in
Hmm.
a physical wallet that's safe somewhere in the long term, and in the short term, if you can do some quick investments that are, even if they're on Robinhood or Weeble or
Hmm.
whatever app you're
Yeah.
using, or
Just get it
uh,
out of there.
just get it out of there in the next couple months before something happens and they go, oh, sorry, it's gone. And then that's kind of my plan. That's what I would like to see play out, is that, and even with my physical silver, buy as much silver as I can over the next couple months. And when it hits 50 or 60, sell all the stock, sell the physical silver, or most of the physical silver. And then after every when everything's kind of crashed, silver should start coming up again, and I would try to
Right.
rebuy down when it hits near 30 again, and then just hold for the rest of my life probably. Use it in
Yeah.
Atlantis too. Um, anyway, that's so far that's the best correlation I've heard of in Revelation, but the other one, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to find it, but I'll definitely have it on the next podcast. I just don't know if I'm getting the number right. I believe it says somewhere in here that the war in the Holy Land will last 38 months. So basically, the whole Israel thing should probably will go on for another almost 3 years.
Oh man,
I know.
poor guys.
I mean, they haven't even burned the red heifer yet, so it kind of may make sense.
Yeah, still waiting for that.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe they already did it, actually.
I think they did when the solar eclipse happened.
Okay. That's what I thought was gonna happen, but
So
I
they're
didn't.
set they're setting it up.
Yeah.
But all right, dude. I think that was a pretty good episode. Now hold on,
Thanks.
we'll cut
I
that
feel
out.
like we're getting
Well,
into it.
yeah, we'll cut that part out, but let's do a little segue out of it.
Yeah, yeah. Um,
So what in conclusion,
in conclusion,
what's your
uh,
closing argument?
my closing argument, I don't really know if I have an argument. Let me think. I mean, I have a
Closing
plan,
statement.
basically. Yeah. This is my plan. And we'll face challenges in it now and for the rest of existence, but I think we have to begin moving now. Well, the world is malleable and
Hmm.
reshaping it because there's a lot of other groups, a lot of other secret societies that have been waiting for these times and
Yeah,
preparing
planning
for
them out.
far longer than we have. Exactly, Freemasons, whoever, and they've been doing this for hundreds of years and understanding how to control and manipulate populations during these times. And I think they're getting ready
Hmm.
for a big final blow. And if we want to
If we want to get through this,
fortify
we
an
gotta.
island for ourselves,
Hmm.
we should start now.
Hmm. I would say, acquire wealth while you still can.
Exactly.
Get that.
Silver,
Get that.
real wealth, silver, um, uh, m merch still available. Reach out to me. I'll do mugs for signed for only $35. That's
Nice.
get yourself some real assets like that. Um,
Hmm.
InfoWars merch too, in case they get shut down by the FBI. Um, but on a serious note, yeah, silver. I'm big on silver. I think that's gonna be our currency in Atlantis too. Um, Silver, Bitcoin, and first and foremost though, food. Really get
Hmm.
prepared for stuff like that. Get food, uh, and then just get in the right mindset and get the right principles down
Hmm.
for getting ready to try and spread that into
Hmm.
this new cycle that we're entering. That's the most important thing that you're staying on the right path, doing the right thing, and
Right.
getting all your people together, organized, and then getting food, and then getting wealth in a
Yep.
real form.
Oh yeah.
And
I like that.
after that, getting some guns too. That's not a bad idea. I'd like to get some
Get
guns later this
get
summer,
multiple
multiple for sure.
multiple guns.
And then I think my plan after that is to get a ship, get a sailboat, and
Buy a
we can
Hellcat.
we can get yeah, we can get some Hellcats and sailboats, get a little fleet together, and
Steal
just
some ferry boats,
yeah,
hijack
get
some
prepared
ferries.
to get mobile and be able to move around how we need to in these
Hmm.
times. Uh,
Hell yeah.
yeah. Anyway, I think it's coming together.
Hmm. I like
God
that.
willing,
God
we're gonna
willing.
do
I'd
this.
like to say, yeah, acquire wealth, get that hourly wage up while you still can, but uh,
Yeah,
get them, side hustles going, get a plan,
yeah. Oh,
work hard
this
on
is
the
not financial
podcast, make
advice.
some tunes. Hmm?
Yeah, oh yeah, I gotta make some. I always have stuff written, but I really have been, oh,
It's slacking. I've been
getting low
slacking on
battery.
it
But
too.
yeah, I've been slacking forever. Like I need to really put some stuff together. I think
I know, me too.
after like July, when I'm done with this job, like let me know what you're doing, and we'll
Okay,
I'm gonna try to have some stuff written out. We should definitely work
nice.
on something like that. But what else was I gonna say? Um, the other thing we got to do in Atlantis too, we have to get on the right side, and we've got to believe because we know that God's name is on the founding of this country and wants us to succeed, and we got to really get on some manifest destiny shit and believe in this and make this happen. And
Yeah, we gonna get on
it's
it. It's
already
gonna get
happening.
real.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because this is the other thing I was thinking about. I've had people, I'm not trying to brag. Again, I'm not trying to brag. I've had people say Atlantis 2 is unrealistic. And for anybody of you considering that mindset, think about this. Has anybody you know that called Atlantis 2 unrealistic won two $200 bonuses in a raffle and also
Mm-hmm.
a drift boat
Mm-hmm.
in a raffle? Has that happened to anybody you know that isn't uh that doesn't have a full belief in Atlantis 2 and that God has seen that and he
Mm-hmm.
said I want you to be successful and I'm rewarding you so that
It's like
you can complete our vision and
it's a divine journey.
build the glorious future. Exactly, exactly. So, believe in Atlantis too, or go
Versus or fail.
go go forth into a digital hell
Exactly.
with the mark upon your right hand or forehead. And
Mm-hmm.
unfortunately, I think that's it.
Yeah, I think that
Or
covers it.
unfortunately or fortunately, depending on which side you decide to take in in this
The
fight.
new age war.
Exactly.
This
And
new age
our
war
fight
against
is
terrorism.
for the glorious future.
Hell yeah. All right, dude. I think that covers it.
There we go. Yeah.
Got it.
Next next Sunday, most likely we'll be back on here and there will be a public link if anyone is listening and wants to hop on for a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
give us their thoughts on shaping the new world order.
Hell
Let
yeah.
us know. And
Love it.
buy silver. Buy silver. It's go. Well, it's still near $30. Buy some more. And
Nice.
yeah. Anyway,
All
God
right,
bless.
hold
Thank
on.
you. Stay hard. Oh, dang. Now you're back on the
Peace.
screen. You're gone for a long time. Yeah.
I know,
Actually,
dude.
this is it
I
now.
was making some
We're not
bitch
using
ass fucking.
we're not using Freemason symbols anymore.
Oh,
We're switching it up.
oh yeah.
We're not with the Freemasons. Atlantis 2 right there. Bam. Is that
Where my
already a
camera
gang
at? I
sign?
can't find it.
It
I
should
don't
be.
think that.
Upside down
I
peace
think we're
sign.
doing it. I
Did we
think we're
just
the only
create
ones
that?
doing
Is
it.
that okay?
I think we're the only ones
Atlantis
doing it.
2. Blah.
Boom! What a fucker!
That's what we do.
That's what we do. That's how we do it.
Um, yeah. Thank you. Welcome to the
Thank
glorious
you.
future. All right.
Thank you, Americans.
Atlantis 2 forever.
Peace.
God bless.
God bless.